guys are kicking ass and taking names in Lulia. Good. If I needed to withdraw you, I quite easily could. I must admit, I am disliking how poorly you are doing. Let's halt your attacks for a bit. Is that purely just a supply thing? Yep. So I think what I would like to do is take this province if I can. Where are they getting their supply? Norland? I'm actually a little bit surprised the supply here is... Oh, you know why? I know why supply is bad. Let's upgrade to motorized. Here we go. We're still fine. Let's do a double upgrade. Fine. Okay, so our entire army is now fully motorized. That should be a significant help on the supply situation that it is. They formed another bridge. Oh, they're doing a staff office plan, so we can expect a big attack. And then when that happens, I think we can basically just do a big counter-attack. Oof, that was a pain. There it is, the Carolingians, we got them. 9 submarines for 8 destroyers. Actually, 8 destroyers isn't half bad. So we could get the APCs. Or I think what I want to do is get the free dockyards. I don't think there are any other techs I can get. I can abolish Soter, but I don't want to do that. Bloody Treaty of Stockholm. I have no idea how you get that. But it is locking off quite a lot of stuff. Old naval construction. During the interwar, we have been working on expanding the Swedish Navy by starting the construction of new ships. However, these projects stalled as it was considered of lesser importance. However, with the world becoming increasingly unstable over the years, it might be worthwhile to finish these old projects to protect Sweden's shores. So we should now be recruiting up to 3.5, probably closer to 4. There's the 1940 ammo. Let's just jump straight into the 1942 guns. We have the 100% research bonus. Let's get the advanced stuff. Hail declared war on the Ottoman Empire. That is a terribly timed war, seeing as the Ottomans are now actually stabilized. Oh, Greece! Oh, that's Sardinia. Go Sardinia! Blimey! Oh, no, you know why it's Sardinia? It's because it's it's core Sardinian territory. So these are Entente attacks, which are then giving it to Sardinia. And Greece is allied to Russia. A little bit isolated down there, guys. Especially now that Austria is in the fight. Munich's been retaken. We're out of Belgium. We're into France. So how much manpower are we going to need? 14,000. Yeah, that's a bit. How long will it last? Oh! Didn't immediately disappear. Treaty of Stockholm requires all of Scandinavia to stay democratic. So you can't get a... Treaty of Stockholm needs all of Scandinavians to be democratic in around 37-38 and not join another factory. Well, that's disappointing, because Norway actually went syndicalist relatively late. Insofar as I can remember. You know what, the other thing I should do is take a look at the High Command. Oh yeah, we could definitely get some of these. 50% chance of planning and logistics. Our commanders have already gained some experience though. Overwhelming firepower. Oh, that's just design cost, and we've already done the artillery designs. 10% more experience in combat, though. I think relief of command might be better. Or, you know what's better? Let's just save up for those. Naval Doctrine, however. %, naval research, 15% more experience. Faster refits and repairs. We have very few dockyards and they are repairing a lot. Torpedo hit chance for submarines. Extra positioning. I mean, positioning is always nice. Do that. If you take Norway then puppet it, then you can do the treaty and form Scandinavia. Right, because Denmark is still friendly. The 1940 Tokyo Olympics, the 12th Olympic Games, were recently held in Tokyo, Japan. Being the first non-Western nation to host the event, the Japanese government has poured considerable resources into ensuring that it reflects well upon them. Although recent international disturbances have brought the feasibility of holding the Games into question, they have gone through nonetheless, though with considerably fewer nations present than in past Games. With the American and German athletes absent, the Russian and Japanese teams won the most medals, earning 26 and 22 respectively. Another great performance. And speaking of great performances, I think it is time for me to go and get some tea. I'll be right back. Or rather, start the kettle boiling. I forgot to get it when I first started streaming. Awful, I know. Alright, I'm back. How do you call it when you're sick of the horrible Swedish puns but you can't stop listening to them? Stockholm Syndrome. Spelled like Syndrin. Oh, that's good. Is this the same series as on YouTube? Kind of. Like, there's definitely some continuity going on. Alright, are we ready? Ooh, now that would be a get. Didn't catch him. Too bad. Okay, so all of your planning preparation is now ready, so I'm going to see if we can do another push here. Yeah. Not really. Well, manpower is building up. Still short 9,000 though. Our units are now fully equipped too, that's good. Go ahead and upgrade the size of my divisions. Make them stronger. It'll cost me more manpower, of course, but I feel like we're in a position where we can afford it now. We just need to sit back a little bit and just dig in. Oh! Spain. That's still the Spanish Civil War. CNTFAI is still alive because of Barcelona. Good grief. Yeah, the co-prosperity sphere is not looking too hot. Catch him? European Exchange Programme membership. The Mitteleuropa Economic Union has established an all-European exchange programme for all members of the Pact. This programme will provide free scholarships for students from other Mitteleuropa member states to study in German universities. This programme is a key part of further integration and seeks to pool the brightest minds in Europe in German hands. Gotta sign up for that. Free education? Sure, let's do it. I just read a book about Stockholm Syndrome. It was pretty bad at first, but by the end, I liked it. Loose push. Any attack if you're quite certain of victory. They actually have some tanks here. Can I pierce them? Oh, I can pierce them. My artillery is that strong. Haha! Excellent. That's more like it. We lost 1 destroyer, they lost 3 light cruisers, 9 destroyers, and this was just me with a couple of German subs. So these guys have been putting in some work. Don't know why you're split out though. Finally! 1940, Spanish Civil War is over. Naval doctrine, naval experiences. Do it. Sweden's naval tactics are woefully outdated. We should focus on the newest doctrinal advances in naval warfare lest we find ourselves outsmarted on the foes on all sides. And, oh, that's why they're joining us late. It's because they're... No, these are new ships. New, very nearly finished ships, but we're still upgrading. That's where those ships are coming from. And we're doing a lot of repairing, so I'm pretty happy that I took the enhanced repairs. We may need to refit those Gothenburg class vessels. .2. Still got another 0.6, 0.7. Oh, you know what? I'm still on partial mobilization. No, manpower is more important. Spanish Civil War is over. On the day that Paris falls. Oh dear. The Spanish Civil War is finally over, and it seems that the Kingdom of Spain has emerged triumphant. Much of the countryside lies in ruins, and order has not yet completely been restored. But the Spanish government announced that the anarchist and syndicalist threats had finally been dealt with, and that they would be unlikely to rise anytime soon. This is a triumph for King Alfonso XIII, although the king is unlikely to know it, having fallen into a coma shortly before the Civil War broke out. Oh dear. Reports from Paris confirm that the Communard capital has been captured by advancing German troops after furious fighting across its large avenues and the Seine. Communard forces put up stiff resistance, hoping to delay the German forces for as long as possible, but they were eventually beaten back. As shocked Parisians looked on, the German army once more paraded through the same path they had during the Weltkrieg, down the Champs-Élysées and towards the Eiffel Tower. This festive atmosphere finally descended into into vicious urban combat with the Communard resistance in the dead of night, as German tanks easily ploughed through the inefficient barricades in the large Parisian avenues. The Second Weltkrieg, it seems, has a similar ending to the first. They are losing a lot more than we are. It looks like some of my shipyards are now being finished. Oh yeah, definitely they are. Nice. We're getting a good amount of production. Hale's almost gone. Baratia's almost gone. Chinese Civil War is still raging. Ventien's not made any progress. Need to wait until Japan joins that one. There we go. Hale's been taken out. And the Ottomans are now secure. And there goes Ethiopia. Somalia won that one as well. Yes, upgrade the artillery if we have some spares. By all means. They do have a lot of defense, but they just don't have any answer to my soft attack. The 1940 Swedish elections. The campaigning season has run its course again, and the Swedish people have gone to the polls to elect the government they consider to be best for Sweden. All that is left is for the ballots to be counted before we can declare the victor. So, Social Democrats, which are the SAP, that's these guys, or the Conservatives, which are the Blues. Who do we think should win this? Considering the Social Democrats are all but wiped out and the Social Conservatives are pretty much the reason that Sweden's actually relatively prosperous right now. Let's get that new poll set up. Let's spell which correctly. So we've got the Social Democrats versus the Conservatives. Social Conservatives. This is just going to be a 1 minute vote. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. And while that vote is going, I'm going to go and grab my tea. Seems like a reasonable time to do it. Alright, oh for Pete's sake, chat. Really? So we're going from a weak government to an even weaker government. Alright, all-powerful sadist, thank you very much for the 19,000 channel point investment, very much appreciate that. And there was only actually one vote in this. One legit vote anyway. 15 legit votes versus 14. But the Social Conservatives came in with 47%, meaning the Social Democrats come out ahead. This is so annoying because now my production's gonna plummet. Ugh. However, does this mean that I can... No. That doesn't actually open up anything else. When streamers keep asking chat for things, they must expect it to for them to mess things up. Yep. Bribery didn't win the day. Bribery just made the day more likely. But the legit votes actually carried it for the Social Democrats. Didn't have the change in party yet. That's probably because the Social Conservatives still have the majority. The Social Democrats just did the best in the vote. So all that did was reduce the party popularity, which reduces the political power producing even further. I'm ideologically obliged to oppose conservatism. You know what? I kind of am too. Well, we are actually pushing out, slowly but surely. Not so much on this side, which is a bit unfortunate. Tier 3 submarines. Whoa! Hello! That was a hell of a victory. We lost 2 destroyers. They lost 19 destroyers, 3 submarines, 3 battleships, and 4 light cruisers. Heck yeah. Heck yeah! And gained a bunch of experience in the meantime. Sweet. Ah, you could... Naval AA? Nah. I know I don't have an air force, but nah. Still waiting for you to get a Seawolf, although you seem to be levelling up pretty quickly at the moment. Okay, new technology. We should probably look into upgrading our torpedoes. And how is the construction of these vessels going? It is not, because we're spending every single dockyard on repairs. Siam declared war on Burma. Siam is in co-pro. Burma, I think, is independent, yes. Aha! We can get superior firepower upgrades. This is going to give us another 10 organisation. Here we go. So part of the reason my infantry suck is because we didn't have the organisation buffs yet. Okay, that makes a big difference. In fact, we don't even have the soft attack buffs yet. Do you think that sea mines are worth it? I had 100% sea mine, a heavily trafficked area. Over like 4 years, it only sinks like 2 ships, even fully upgraded. So, rather conversely, the true strength of sea mines is not their ability to sink ships. It's the fact they slow ships down a lot. So if you have mines in a region, your own fleets move at just normal speed, but your opponents move like they're going through treacle. And basically what that means is, if you put sea mines in a heavily trafficked area and they're trying to send convoys through it, your submarines are going to have a really easy time finding those slow convoys and sinking them. Or vice versa, if you're the one who are trying to catch the submarines, then their submarines are going to be moving really slowly and you'll be able to intercept and destroy them. So the true strength of mining is not the damage they do, it's the fact they slow everything down by quite a lot. Once again, the Social Democrats have been victorious in the elections, and it is their right to form a Swedish government. The press eagerly wonders what kind of government will rule Sweden in the coming years. Oh, you know what? If the Conservatives had won, we probably could have made it Volkspartiet. That's annoying. So we could have a unity cabinet of the centrist parties, which is the Social Liberals, Social Conservatives, which gives us a lot of power gain. Or an agrarian democratic coalition, which is just with the Social Liberals. And we lose... Oh, we've already lost him. Hanson has resource gain and factory output, and the previous guy was... Was it back? Yeah, it was. Fuel and consumer goods factories. Right, new poll. Are we going to have the Unity Cabinet? Or are we going to have the Agrarian Social Democratic? Let's just call it the Coalition. Can't fit the whole thing in. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Don't ask chat. You've done the damage. You can choose to double down on the damage, or you can choose the better option. The Agrarian Social Democratic Coalition. I don't remember who the Agrarians are. Hang on, let me just double check that. I don't remember. I think it was the Radicals. No. Social Liberals. Right, because it's the Social Democrats who are forming the government, and then they got the Bundeverbundet joining in the coalition, which 26% against 29 would still not be a majority. Anyway, the vote is in, and 46% of you voted for the coalition, but 54% of you voted for the Unity Cabinet, with Kaka Kojo contributing 14,000 channel points. Wow, dust in the throat. And this was a very legit vote. Very, very legit. Somebody was trying to buy the coalition, but failed. Spilling tea everywhere except in my teacup. All I did was take the tea bag out. That's rather messy. I'll have to mop that down later. Alright, Unity. So we do gain the Unity Cabinet, which gives us the power gain bonus, which is pretty nice. That does give us a lot of power, actually. But the party popularity, not that good. Actually, the Unity Cabinet, that's more than half. That's 26. No, it's not. It's 20 plus 29. It's 49%. Just under a majority. Empire of Japan declared war on the Dutch East Indies. Dutch East Indies are in Dutch Puppet, and the Dutch might not be in Middle Europa. They're not. So this is just the Dutch versus Japan. Interesting. Well, counter-attack against Oslo, but they're losing badly.